Understanding.
See, I was waiting for that. That's a tricky one.
Honest.
Some people don't even mention it. And when I say honesty, I think, like Billy Joel said, honesty.
And laughter.
And that's an honesty too. When you're laughing, you're honest. So respect, honesty, and laughter.
Support.
We're going into 4 now.
No, well, that's
Okay,
mine.
okay.
Said honesty, I think
Okay.
respect.
Respect, honesty, laughter, and
Is an
support.
assumption of honesty. If you respect somebody, you're going to be honest.
I think honesty pretty much covers the whole thing. If you're honest, everything is there. And especially with yourself. That's the big one. Because sometimes we're honest with someone, but we're not honest with ourselves. Let me ask you something. If you were single, by the way, are you single? Well, since I started asking, I'll get to that in a second. If you were single, would you have a date with me tonight? If you were single. Okay, you already said it. She already said it. You don't have to even. One should pause for
I
more.
can't think of myself in that way. I was married for 22 years.
16.
You
met.
I'm a widow, so I had a very good
I'm
marriage,
sorry.
So, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I can't say I'm not in the dating scene, so.
What happened to your?
Had a heart attack. So.
I am sorry.
I don't think in terms of being single and dating, it's not in my spectrum.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Almost 3 years.
You have children with him? Oh, you said you don't have kids. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Good men, huh?
But you're right, yeah, very good man. There's not very minimal
Sometimes
like
good men. I'm a physician, so I know if a man is. Usually, what happens when a person is young, usually means he's very, very kind, and a lot of people mistreat him or abuse his kindness, and his heart breaks. Literally, it's heartbreaking for him to be so. He must have been a very kind man.
very good.
I know.
Very good soul. So back to your question about what's important, support. When you support and you respect somebody for who they are individually, it's going to help your relationship mutually. Because I respect your position or you're a businessman, you have to travel.
You're a human being.
I'm your biggest fan. He was my biggest fan, I was his biggest fan.
I wish we treat humans like we treat our pets, like dogs and cats. Like we respect them and they love us. And if we don't respect them or abuse them, they will get scared and bite us. But I mean, they're so lovable because they're honest. You're right. So what is your name? Ray. My name is Abraham. And yours?
Liz.
Liz Ray Abraham. So let me draw a painting. Tonight, you take your boyfriend.
Okay.
And you and your boyfriend come to this building to dinner with me. I'll make you dinner. Very romantic, candles. I do some Chopin live. Gotta rehearse that a little bit. If Chopin heard me play him, there'd be no more dates. He'd flip.
We'll bring Pandora in the background. You could
Yeah, but I do Chopin the way I do it is unique. You see, I don't know if you play music. He's complicated.
Yeah.
So I play by ear. So I try to. I'm sorry.
I speak to Chopin sometimes.
He's good. Chopin is good. But I play because the keys that he plays in. If I put music, at first I can't read that well, because I play. I just play by ear all my life. So I don't have enough patience to read the thing. And the keys he chooses are all like too many black keys, too much. So I play him the way I hear it, and it's horrible. In any case, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I can't tonight.
Okay, tomorrow. It's clearly a problem of tonight, which I see. I feel it. It's a tonight that's a problem. Otherwise, you embrace the idea already. You can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
Now, if you know, see, I've been into religions for the last 2 years. I got divorced. I've been reading a lot of nonsense. In Buddhist thought, in the school of Buddhism, they only use the word now as the only thing that's here. That's why all these books, Power of Now, it's all from Buddhism. It's a Buddhist concept. So when you say, I can't tonight, when people say that, cannot do it now, I'll do it later. Reminds me of this guy, St. Augustine, the philosopher, the Christian guy. He said this phrase, I love it, it's one of my favorite. He goes, he was a Catholic priest that loved women. Like, he could not reconcile his Catholicism with women. So he said, God, Lord, please help me be a better man. Just not yet. Not yet, not tonight, he said. I want to be better, but not tonight. When you say it like that, it means not ever. So you don't want to have a date with me? Is it because I'm too fat, too skinny, or my hair, or what is it? Because I gotta improve on that. Because I've been already rejected today, probably 5 or 6 times, and it's only 9:50. It's a slow day. Usually get 10 by now. Oh, I go fast. By the way,
What are you a doctor in? What is your background?
critical care and pulmonary. So I work in the critical care pulmonary. I work in the ICU when I work. It's been a year, but that's what I do.
So you're doing research and
I got divorced. So I say, wait a minute, let me see what happened. I've been doing this family thing, 4 kids, you know, house on the lake, beautiful thing, and it was beautiful, but something happened. Miscalculation. In any case, watch this. I'll show you a little experiment. And then we can all be better. Like, I'm sure you can improve, I can improve on our dating strategies, right? I mean, no one's perfect. That's what I'm doing. So your name is Liz. Liz. I cannot say ask you for a number because somebody, I did this yesterday and someone commented, don't ask for numbers and then post it because it's like all over the world now. So watch.
You're not putting me to go viral. I'm a very private
You're gonna
person.
you're gonna outshine Kim Kardashian because
No.
think about it. You get
I need to sign a waiver.
get a paper, we'll sign it. Liz, and you said Ray. Don't you want to be famous and wealthy? What's wrong with that?
No.
Okay. What about you? Want to be famous and wealthy? Not for the vanity.
Famous? No.
To change the world, to bring some good. Like if you have a platform, for example, you could put a tweet.
You can do that without being famous.
Not as well. And I hear you. But if you, let's say, if you have 10 million followers, you can change the course of election. You can change the course of the country. That's how much. If I have 41 subscribers. So, but I just started. So I'm on my way to 10 million.
Your platform?
My platform is called Formula of Love, my website. So anyway, watch. I'm not gonna be coming on to you. You have a man. Liz Ray, put your number so I don't ask you.
No.
Do you think, I know you won't. What about her? Do you think she'll put her number? Ray, will you be okay putting my number? Okay, don't do it. So I'll say shy. I love shy women. Once the shyness goes away, they're the best. The most passionate.
We're not shy, we're just private.
Okay. Now, will you put my number? Just in case. Because watch how I play chess. Think 2-3 moves ahead. I have great men as my friends. All professionals, doctors, lawyers, businessmen. Interesting people. I go to a shul, synagogue. Not for religious purposes, but just to hang out. Interesting men. Maybe Ray will like one of them. I'm a good matchmaker. I've matched quite a few people. That way I can find you a good man, or at least help you. Or you may have a friend for me. What's wrong with that? That's what people are strong. Our strength is us helping each other.
You have Instagram?
No, yes, but I don't know how to use it yet. I'm waiting for my computer guru. I'm on old-fashioned.
What are you trying to launch? Just a paid subscription?
YouTube. Not paid. It's not paid.
You have to be
I know. My Facebook is weird. I don't have a. I got my guy coming tonight or tomorrow to fix all that, to sync. I know, it's crazy. Once I get that, I'll be like double, triple, 10 times more. My goal is, the more immediate goal is to find a good woman. And I put my cell phone on my videos. People call me from all over the world. Play piano, I mean, it's entertaining. I entertain myself. Speak like.
You have your Instagram set up. You can connect with me for Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Gratitude, laughter, love.
Say it again.
Gratitude, laughter, love.
Oh, one word. Okay. And that's all I gotta put in?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it'll be you. All right? We'll connect. And if I have a good man for you, better than me, I'll send them.
You're looking to set up a matchmaking service?
That's part of it, you see, because people are, I'd say 80% of people around are fearful. And you said we're not shy. It's all, you're gonna deny a lot of things I'll say, but that's okay. fearful of matchmaking their friends. And I understand, because it's a responsibility, because most of the time it will not work. So then they may come and blame you, which happens, but one time it may work. In our Jewish school of religion and thought philosophy, it's called a mitzvah, meaning a good deed. That's number two. Number one is to feed the stranger. Number two is to introduce. In any case, I don't want to, I think I'm bothering you. You have a marvelous day full of smiles and laughter, and we'll be in touch. And it was illuminating and very, and I remember.
We gotta look for you. What is it? The
Formula, write it down. Even in case, let me, because a lot of it is in Russian, so I gotta like figure out how I'm gonna.
Well, let me tell you, for people having come from a very beautiful relationship that unfortunately was cut too short of 22 years, you need to identify with people that have had successful relationships.
Yes, but you know what? Every relationship is successful in a way. It's being a lesson. It's a lesson. We learn how to do better. There's no limit to improvement, no limit to perfection. So you take that and you go to the next person and bring all that love, and hopefully it'll be beautiful for a day, for a week, for a life, for however long. Put Formula of Love on YouTube. Well, Arcady, my name is Arcady, but it's, I go by Abraham. Well, take a picture, watch, take a picture of this. Take a picture of my
Oh my God, Abraham. Of what you're saying I don't believe, and the 1% I question. So that's where we
watch,
stand.
because you're fearful of me.
I'm not, oh,
You'll deny. See, you will deny fear, and that's the first.
I have
Aristotle said that, and his friend Plato and Socrates. Denying fear is the fear itself. That's not me, and I wait for you to deny it. Which part you don't believe? You don't believe I'm a doctor?
No, I don't believe that I'm not fearful. I clearly engage people, so I have no fear.
But you don't give me your number.
Because I like to do my own background.
Okay,
before
watch.
I'm a very private person.
That's me. You can Google me, Arkady Vaknansky. You'll see I'm a medical physician. And then
in this country?
in this very country, yes, watch. That's me. I'm a pianist. You don't have to believe me. I don't have to prove anything, but people don't believe me like you.
Arcady, you are an interesting person.
That I am. In any
You're
case.
not shy.
Oh, look, my DEA. How about that? With my DEA number, you can copy that and order prescription on my name. Can you imagine? But don't believe me.
What kind of a legal transaction?
Let me tell you something. You know what happened? Do you know what happened to people who did not believe one man? And he was good. They crucified him, only to later realize how fool they were. So be careful who you believe and who you don't believe. But it's been a joy.
Thank you. It has been.
You too. I wish you best of luck. We'll stay in touch. Обалденные люди. Эта женщина черная ходит вперед. Идем к ней. Идем поговорим с черной. Черная ходит, как будто меня зовет. Anyway, о чем же мы говорили? Какая у нее попа. А у меня самая. Вот видишь, как она рукой делает? Красивая попа. Но что-то с ней не так. That's my friend. Give me 1 minute. You think or no? When you're done, I want to talk to you. My main man. Listen, we're being recorded for the eternity, and this is, well, I'm recording this. So this is my main man. This is my mentor, my friend, everything. How you been, man?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, always.
Good to be seen.
Always a pleasure, man. You gotta look up my stuff, man. It's getting, a lot of it is in Russian, but like it's like I come up to ladies, talk to them, they tell me go get lost. It's live, like those ones, bunch of them. These ones were nice. And
50-50 so far.
69. 69, man.
So what's going on, brother?
In fact, I am on 69 right now. The last one I've been with for a couple of like 2 days. This is like, I'm gonna talk about all this, and I put these videos. She's a daughter of a wife of my very close friend. So that's her stepfather. She's a daughter of my.
So they must be very happy.
So this was somewhat of a, how should I say, a challenge.
Okay.
In many different respects. A lot of different undercurrents that I had to navigate, if you know what I mean. And believe, undercurrents, powerful like Gulf Stream. You don't see them, but they're there. It's the ones you don't see that take you far places and you don't even know. Interesting thing about that was that I convinced the parents, but not the girl. They already, I told them, move in with me for a week or so. They went back to Atlanta. I meet them right here. We got this close with this guy. I did a couple of interviews with her, like talking on the camera. 26 years old, very outspoken. We went on the beach, paddle boarded. We were picking up, me and her, practicing our pickup art, picking up men, flipping up, telling them that she's looking to add men to our relationship. Like interesting stuff.
Oh, nice.
Flip the hell out of her, flip the hell out of men, which I don't know. I mean, it was very. Somebody, yeah, Christian people told us to get the fuck out of there, go get burned or something. They had I say, the bigger the cross,
oh my God,
the bigger the burn.
Absolutely.
But this lady over there, she's been walking around in a very tempting manner.
Yes, she's on the phone the whole time.
Well, I'll tell her when she's done. I gotta talk to her. In any case, man, you gotta stop by. You gotta give me some ideas, because I have 42 subscribers in 3 weeks. But I'm not known because I don't. I gotta go on Instagram. I gotta go on Facebook.
But all the same stuff, but the same stuff that you do
right
on Instagram.
It just has to. I have to spread the word. People just don't know me.
You go little by little, and you'll see. Because I put my videos from the drones. I put it on Instagram. I put it on Facebook. I put it on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. How many do you have followers too?
Yeah.
How many?
I don't know. I think on one it's like 37. On another one it's 52.
Okay.
On the other one is like 40.
See,
it's just like,
I wanna see. To me, people say, "Why you need that?" I say, "Don't you want to get famous?" They say, "Nah." It's not about vanity, though. There's nothing wrong with vanity either. No. It's great to be famous. I love it. But it's a little bit deeper than that, because I want to be able to. Have an effect or create an influence, do something positive for people. Like I went through depression and suicide or suicidality. I want to be able to help people who are going through that in a way of taking a fucking paddleboard and paddling with me, and that will take care of a lot of it. That's a good start. And then getting the hell out of toxic relationships that are fucking with you, or finding a good one if you're alone. So these are basic things that people they're gonna pop the pills, and pills are great, but pills is not like making love to a beautiful lady who's your lady. There's no pill that can top that, because that's love. And when you say that to them, they go, I'm not into that now, I'm into my career. Okay, all right. So
everybody's into their career.
So imagine if you have, let's say, 10 million followers like Kim Kardashian or something like that. I'm just throwing out numbers. You could post something, you could change the course of election.
Sure.
You could change the course of the country, the history.
People, listen, let me tell you something. Not only that, but people tell other people that tell other people that tell other people that tell other people.
Humans, man.
It's a domino effect. That's incredible.
Humans. The reason why I tell people this, why we are great, why we kick Neanderthals' butts, is for one reason. They couldn't talk like, they did speak like monkeys, in a maybe more elaborate, but not like this.
Exactly.
That's a theory that
our communication is so much
we are
deeper
fucking
now.
intricate, and we don't use it. We hide away from each other. We don't, like I say, hey, write down my number.
It's the other way around. I think people are using more,
but in the wrong way.
Exactly.
You gotta be able to use it to come up with something, like to team up and create. For example, me, you get 20, 30 more people in our little, they call it a group.
Yeah.
And then we introduce each other to different ladies and men. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Have a little party, have a little dinner. That's what we are. That's 2 days ago I had 2 men come play some musical instruments with me. 3 ladies came. Well, they stormed out after like 15 minutes. They couldn't tolerate my shit. I told them, hey, help me put shit at the young girl. I said, why are you sitting on the phone? Help me put shit on the table. There's 6 people, I'm the only one running. Whatever. So anyway, so that's beautiful. We had a nice time, we had a nice connection. And now there we go over there. Anyway, I'm gonna be texting you.
Text me.
It's always a pleasure.
My brother, have a good one. You know what? One of these things, you'll be talking to somebody, I'll get my drone and I'll fly around you.
Yes.
And while you're talking with your camera, we can go back and forth.
Absolutely.
And we'll go back and forth. So this way I go
I'm gonna send these to you. By the way, let me ask you something. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Before I forget. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. I have drones that have cameras that are 20 megapixels.
I don't know what that means.
That means it's the sharpest that you can get.
Well,
I can shoot 4K.
On that note, I don't know what that means, but it's probably the best. So my computer, I bought the cheapest Lenovo shit, 450 bucks. For videos, it takes time to download it, to transfer it from my flash to my, and then to go. It takes time. Should I get a bigger computer?
I don't know what. It's not the name of the computer. What
No,
it
like
is.
bigger processor or something.
What's the processor on?
I don't know.
I gotta see it.
What's the biggest? What? I asked my brother. He's a computer guy. He doesn't know. What in the computer? What in a computer affects how fast it sends movies and stuff?
You got 3 things. First off, you got to take a look to see how many RAM, how much RAM you have in your computer.
That's a short-term memory.
Why? Because that's what you need. So if you're not 8K, 8 RAMs or higher, it's going to be slow. On top of that, you got to take a look at what your processing speed, and you got to take a look at what your connection is with your internet.
It's a good connection.
No, you got to take.
Plus, I'm doing things from my flash to my.
The flash doesn't matter because you take the.
Right, it's not through internet.
Directly onto your
Right.
computer.
So it's a RAM. It has to be what? More than what?
It should be more. It should be like 8 gig.
8 gig of RAM, and the processor is what?
It depends because.
Like, what's a good number?
2.9.
What? What's the units?
It's that's what it is. 2.9. It's a 2.9 gigahertz. But you got to get you know who has a real good one is Dell.
I need a strong computer, probably $1,000, right? Something like that.
Like 450.
And it's fast.
It's Dell. Yeah, it's fucking good. I got one.
I got
Use it. You can touch screen.
Lenovo, whatever. Well, listen, we'll stay in touch, my man. It's a good to see you.
Go into it and take a picture with your phone.
I don't even know where to look for all this data, all the
Just go to the settings.
settings.
Yeah, you go into the settings and then you go and it says my computer. Click on my computer. It tells you what it is.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Send it to me.
Always a pleasure, my man. Это мой хороший друг-сосед, а черная девушка ушла. Но это, наверное, не моя. Я эту загадку никак не могу рассказать. Короче, загадка такая. Пришла учительница, спросила, там правдивые сидели и лгуны. Она у первого спросила, кто ты? Он ей ответил. Она не услышала. Она спросила у соседа по парте, кто этот первый, что он сказал? Второй сказал, первый сказал, что он лгун. Вопрос, кто второй? Лгун или правдивый? Вот эту загадку я не мог отгадать. И никто ее не может, кроме 2 женщин. Одна из них подруга моего друга. А вторая, вот эта вот колумбийка, которой было 20 лет, когда она ее отгадала. Вот вы мне сами потом скажите, или вы ее можете. My dear, they just finished speaking on the phone. You still on the phone?
No.
Listen, I have things to tell you. Number 1, you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
But you already know that. And I don't mean appearance, but though that's beautiful as well. How many men do you have in your life right now? What's the rotation?
I don't rotate.
You just put them all together at once? I like that. Just one man? Write down mine. Well, can you give me a number? Not your, his.
What are you going to do with that?
Take a guess.
Tell me.
I'll ask him to share some wisdom with me and some knowledge and some skill and some power of how he conquers such a beauty. It's very logical.
Well, that is very logical.
I'm a logical man. On Thursdays. It's my logical.
Thursday. This
It's
is
my
the logical day?
day of logic is Thursday.
Got
Now,
it.
having said that, maybe you have a not maybe, for sure you have someone at least half as beautiful as you for me. I'm looking for a good woman,
Tell me what you're looking for.
make babies with. And one thing I tell you, honesty, that's all I want. Just honest.
Absolutely.
And
that's
open-minded.
very important.
That's it. Just open-minded. Don't see things. Sometimes I say, you know, if I bring a lover or she brings a lover, that's okay, as long as you're honest. Because the life is a long road. I mean,
It is a long road.
you seem like a
What's
woman
your
of
name?
Abraham.
Abraham.
Like the
I'm
guy from
Monica. Nice to
Pleasure.
meet you.
Pleasure. So now, write down my number.
Abraham.
And I will not be, well, I'll try not to flirt with you. And if I do, I'll say it honestly. Because you're very attractive.
Thank you.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
That's
It's
not
my
your
parents' fault. How dare they?
I know.
What's your number,
I'm gonna go
Abraham?
complain to them. Been messing with me for like the last, I've been looking, I said, who's this beautiful lady walking around? And a guy said, she's on the phone. She's been on the phone. I said, I know.
She's working.
I know. What do you do?
Real estate on the
Oh,
title
beautiful.
side.
Well, hold
so
on a second. Let me write down a number.
deals.
So nice. Hold on.
What
Here.
do you do
I'm a physician. When I work.
when you work?
And I'm a musician.
Oh. That's brain,
So
brain,
Monica,
brain.
exact.
I
Look
get
at
it.
you. How about the brain and shit, Monica? So Monica, what's your number?
301-875.
Where is that from?
Maryland.
875, right?
4481.
Okay. Now, I'll text you mine.
Okay.
And don't rush with it. I mean, I'm sure you have very interesting people that are, because
What's your age range?
childbearing age. I would like, because I want to make some babies with her. So
And how old are
47. I have 4, but that's a start. I started with 4.
you? Okay.
Just
That was the first go
I was
round.
warming.
This is the
Yeah, I
next
was warming
wave.
up. Now
I understand.
I'm gonna make some Napoleons, or maybe Elon Musk's,
Okay.
or maybe a little bit of Trump, a little bit of Obama. Put it in the mix. A little bit of Bush, Clinton,
Okay.
Kennedy. That's what I want to make.
Kennedy.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yes.
delicious. For him, I'd become a homosexual for Kennedy. There are very few men. He's one of
And
them.
he's the one.
I say his name, I get goosebumps.
I understand.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
I agree.
Saved our world. He and the Russian guy said, hey, take it easy. We got Marilyn here. We got beautiful Russian ladies.
Yeah.
Why we gotta explode shit? Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All these
Let's
crazy.
enjoy all of
They
it.
were like
Let's not-
instigating and enticing them to. They were like, my father was. This was 1962, the missile crisis. My father was 15. He said shit wasn't funny. They was scared
I'm sure.
because this war was not gonna be like the World War II.
Oh no, we would be obliterated.
So I love Jesus, but Kennedy to me in some ways is even on a different level because he literally saved the world. He and Khrushchev, 2 of them. I pray to them, pray for them, and once I get there, they're on the top of my. I want to go
and
have a meaningful discussion and give my thanks. It's a pleasure. We'll stay in touch. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I opened the channel, a YouTube channel. This is, by the way, being filmed, but I hope you don't mind. We didn't say anything bad. So maybe one day you take your man, come have dinner, we'll make a little movie. You'll teach people to be like this, to be open, to be kind, to be honest. Most people cannot be like that. Too much fear.
Unfortunate that people can't, but you are.
And you know.
Living in fear. I do agree.
And when you tell that to them, they will right away deny. So no, me fear, no.
Say you would have to bear some responsibility.
I know I have shitload of fear.
We all have fear, but as Will Smith says, I mean, you've got to look that head on because fear is not real.
Yesterday, what you just said, I was listening to this guy, Sadhguru. He's one of the yogi guys. He says, listen, you cannot ever conquer fear because you can't conquer something that doesn't exist.
Right.
What you fear doesn't exist. You can't beat it. You cannot conquer. You just laugh at it because it's
going to be
he goes, you make a movie and you choose to make a horror movie. Well, make a comedy because no one is watching but you. Anyway, listen.
Get a kick out of you.
Absolutely. Nice to speak with you, my dear. Pleasure, pleasure.
I'm gonna think about my friends. I'm gonna find.
I'll remind you because you are the source. Some people are sources, channels. You are the channel.
I recognize and receive that.
Why do you think I was chasing you all morning? Это хорошая женщина. Спокойно поговорили, посмеялись. Без этих всех ужимок. Дала телефон. Будет мне искать невесту. Нормальные отношения у людей. Без вопросов. Может катнуться на доске? Другой раз. Доски все поломаны. Я думаю, на этом моменте мы пока нашу трансляцию приостановим. Скажем всем, как у нас там говорилось, спокойного дня. Было очень приятно с вами сегодня провести вместе утро. Я считаю, продуктивно. Многое узнали, многое поняли, многое не поняли. Но поиск продолжается. До скорых встреч на канале Формула Любви.